Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Road to Mario Kart World. This is episode 39. Wii U 150cc's is all luck, no skill. And that's the plan. So we're going to be doing the retro courses, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll be doing Mirror. If you guys would like more of Mario Tennis, that stream is still under 1,000 views, I believe. Is it still under 1,000? Yes! So if you guys would like Mario Tennis to come back tomorrow, if not, we'll do Wuthering Waves or something else. Mario Tennis needs about 25 views in order to hit 1,000. So if you guys want to help out Mario Tennis today, you only have to rewatch about 5 minutes of the stream. Don't feel like you have to watch, like, you know, a long amount of time with the stream. It's only 5 minutes on a live stream to count as a view. Like, you know, archived. But anyway, we're doing 150cc's, just me. It looks like Oblivion has just finished installing, so that will be your next stream, which will be very interesting. I know, some of you are thinking, oh my gosh, you're going to play Oblivion. Well, for one, it might bring people to the channel. Two, the game is very tame compared to what it was in 2006. And I actually played it in 2006. See, the game industry, in general, has a campaign that's kind of winding down, but there is a over-censorship of women, female characters, NPCs, women's statues, and all this other stuff that they've been doing in games for some time, which we call uglification. So, the women in Skyrim, what they did this time around to Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered is they basically turned every woman into a nun. They got rid of all the curves, there's no cleavage, there's no, like, excess lewd stuff whatsoever. They changed the statues, they did reductions to the statues, they put, like, jackets on women that originally had, like, chainmail armor that, you know, was like a two-piece. Did all kinds of stuff. And so pretty much, I mean, they removed most of the aspects of the game that's M-rated. They even put boxer shorts on naked zombies. I kid you not. So, in reality, there's no problem with me streaming the remastered version of Oblivion on this channel. Like, it's at best now, it's like a maybe, I wouldn't even say it's an edgy T-rated game. Like, Marvel Rivals has more, like, tastefully done, you know, female attributes than, you know, Oblivion did. Which is weird because, I mean, fantasy games used to be known for that kind of stuff. So it's just kind of weird that they would do that, but, whatever. It is what it is. Sounds like, yeah, maybe. Oh, my goodness. Oh, now we have a baby umbrella. Alright, baby on board, let's do this. Baby on board. Shell cap. I mean, in all honesty, what is the point of an M-rated game these days? Like, honestly, like, explain it to me. If the M-rated games were supposed to cater to frat boy culture, you know, targeting, like, college-age kids and kids who have a little bit of, like, we'll say drive for stuff. What is the point of M-rated games today if they remove all that stuff and they just keep in blood and a little bit of swearing? How are they M-rated and they're not, like, edgy T-rated? Like, if you get rid of all the fantasy elements that, you know, boys like and men like to see, is it still an M-rated game? I would argue no. No, it's not. They're calling it an M-rated game because they want to reach that adult audience, but if you basically cover up all the females, what's the point? I mean, it's just, it is what it is. Shut up. Yeah, might as well call it, but the reason why they're not going to call it a T-rated game is because they don't want to alienate their mature audience. And as I've said this before, it's important for game developers, like, if you want to make a frat boy game that's like college humor and, you know, women running around in bathing suits, whatever, go do that, you know. If you don't want to make a game like that, don't make a game like that. But don't take away culture that's already established for a certain part of the, you know, the game industry. You know, these people buy those games the same way people go to R-rated movies. They need to see certain things in those games. It's why they paid for it. So when you go and you take that away from them, I mean, is it still M-rated content? I would argue no. No, it's not. The only thing that keeps Mortal Kombat still like a heavy M-rated game is they went, you know, they scaled back on the scantily clad women, but they increased the gore factor of, like, the fatalities. So that's the reason why that's still M-rated. But I've played other M-rated games recently, like the past couple years, and I was, like, looking at myself, I'm like, wait, this is an M-rated game? It's like the women are, like, nuns. Bless you, Link. It's like, how is this M-rated? The characters aren't pretty, the characters aren't cute, the characters aren't sexy, so how is this M-rated? That was the whole point of the ratings board back in the day. They're like, oh, okay, you can't do this because, I mean, this woman is wearing this type of bikini is not allowed. You can't have this unless you do an M-rated. You could do a one-piece bathing suit, maybe get away with, like, a T rating. Maybe. Depends what type of bathing suit it is. Nowadays, they're just like, oh, she showed a leg! Ah! We can't do that. M-rated. It does feel like we're living in a third world country a little bit. Like, this is okay, that's not okay. And then they pressure people. So, I mean, yeah, I'm totally doing Oblivion tonight. I played the original Oblivion game back in 2006. I could see why it was rated M. You know, because women's armor and all kinds of stuff, and certain scenes and statues were fully uncensored. Paintings were uncensored, everything. But nowadays, it's like, it's the opposite. So why does M-rated gaming still exist? It doesn't need to, really. I would argue Grand Theft Auto is going to be super M-rated, but some of these other games, what's the point? If you remove the fantasy element from fantasy games, why? Why still say it's T-rated? Or M-rated? It's not. Meow. Can I just be nice for once? No, I'm a New Yorker. Tell me one nice New Yorker, I'll wait. You can't. Does not exist. You cannot convince me. You want to know the reason why you can't convince me about Splatoon 4's existence? You know what? I will give you this. I will throw you a bone. I will say that Splatoon 4 does exist, but I guarantee you it will not come out in 2025. I guarantee it. Why? Because Nintendo already has their games lined up until August. You said the game is coming out in August. Now, if you want to move the goalpost and say it's coming out in the fall, I'll give you that. But you said it's coming out this summer, which is not true. And so, yeah, I'm going to make fun of you because you're living in a land of delusionalness. And I pity you because it's like, no matter how many times the chat corrects you, sends you to Nintendo's website, you are adamant in your delusion that it is coming in August. Hi, Miss Deanna. It has nothing to do with me being mean. It's like you've been trolling my chat for weeks. I think that, if anything, I'm being very patient. Very patient. How would banning you hurt you? I'm not going to ban you. Timing you out for a day is just, I don't know, it's when you get too crazy. But just, like, look at it from our perspective. Like, there's so many of us here that actually like Splatoon, right? There's a lot of Nintendo fans that love Splatoon. But most of us realize that Nintendo's not going to release it yet. Why? Because Splatoon 3 did terribly. And they don't want to risk doing Splatoon 4 yet. Most industry analysts that are real people have said that it is likely that Splatoon 4 will come out in 2027, with a reveal at the end of 2025. Maybe. And that's a big maybe. The focus this year is Metroid, which still does not have a release date. Can you believe that, people? Metroid 4 Beyond still does not have a release date. It's coming out this year, but we don't know when. Donkey Kong, which is a game that came out of nowhere, has a July release date. Kirby has a rumored release date, Kirby Air Riders. And Zelda has a rumored release date of December. No release date whatsoever for Metroid. And this is supposed to be Metroid's year, and we got zip. That's concerning. If anything, maybe they're going to move Metroid to 2026. I don't know. We need to see some concrete concrete info that Metroid is actually going to come out, like in 2025, because we've gotten a pretty trailer, sure, but what else? Oh, I think I lost this one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I lost this one! Probably have to do this again. They're giving me garbage. They're giving me all garbage. See, this is what I'm talking about. This all comes down to stupid luck. Ah! Go again. Dude, you don't need to type in all caps. You're fine. Don't type in all caps. Don't do it. No need to do all caps. Okay? There's no need. We can all see what you're saying. You don't have to, you know. You're not being taken out back and old Yellard. You just relax. Where's Amber? Amber basically did peace sign and she went out. Like, I don't blame Amber either. Like, the stream, the previous stream that had to be axed, we waited, what was it, an hour and 10 minutes for it to get 300 views. When in comparison, this stream already has 200. This stream's been on less than 20 minutes. It already has 200 views. You know? We watched it take an hour with the music going to hit 300 views for Marvel Rivals. And I was telling Amber there's no way that this is going to be good, and she's like, well, explain it to me. And it's like, all right, I'll explain it to you. You're tired as is because you were out, you know, doing your driving job. And she's like, yeah. I said, okay. Well, let me explain. So I did a Mario Tennis stream last night with 60 people for 4 hours. I got 800 views, no super chats, right? So that means the time that I did that live stream, I didn't get paid at all for 4 hours. It was, I believe it was 4 hours and 35 minutes. The stream ended at 880 views. And even now, we still haven't been paid by YouTube for after it's been posted as a upload because it still hasn't hit 1,000 views. Last time I checked, it was at 975 views, something like that, which is why there is no Mario Tennis stream today. Once that hits 1,000 views, we'll bring that back and, you know, all that good stuff. But it was a 4 hour and 35 minute stream. Now, why is it not 4 hours and 35 minute stream anymore? Because I cut it out. I purposely run the music. Like, basically, I found a way of combating YouTube's insane requirements for doing 4 hour live streams, and that's taking scheduled breaks during the stream and erasing the music, right? That's a smart way of doing that. But now YouTube has found a way of counteracting when I go on break, and they freeze the views. So what does that mean? That means when I go on break, the stream isn't collectively earning views until I get back. So if I leave for, like, we'll say I go and grab a snack for 30 minutes, like during a live stream. Be right back, music is playing. When I come back, it still has the same amount of views when I left. And the reason why I left to begin with is so I could push the stream to continually gain views. They paused the views. You see how insane that is? So even though I found a way of finding a gray area of getting past that, they still found a way of screwing me over. And they did that last night. Yep, your ultimate stream got 1,000 views, and I was dozing off on it, Alpha. I know, it's really good that Batman does that. Thank you very much for your support, Alpha. And thank you again to Miss Deanna, Max, and a few other people for super chats on the canceled stream. Really appreciate that, guys and gals. Even though that stream was set as members only, just so you know, any support that you gave that stream financially rolls over into the channel, so even if people can't watch that video or not, which is basically me going mask off. Well, not really, I was just explaining things. But that stream still earned whatever, thanks to your guys' fan funding, and now it's archived on the channel for only members to watch if they want. Although I wouldn't recommend watching it. It wasn't very fun. And Amber and I gotten into a little discussion, and she left. She gave me a kiss on the forehead, and she's like, I'm out. And her reasoning is completely sound. Why in the world would you stay and live stream if you're not going to earn any income? And she's exactly right. And I'm exactly right in my position, because I said if I start Mario Kart, within the first 20 minutes, I'll get 200 views. I'll get like 200 views every like 20 minutes. So if I do like a 3-hour stream, I'm going to hit 1,000 views. You know? So I'm right in my assessment. Your mind is filling with rage. Why? I don't want to go over the Splatoon thing again. If you want to talk Metroid, we can talk Metroid, but the Splatoon 4 thing is kind of overstayed its welcome. But I will gladly talk about Metroid, because that's the game I'm most excited about. I've been waiting for Metroid Prime 4 for quite a while. Back when it was originally supposedly coming to the Wii U, which we knew that wasn't going to happen, but that's when development started. Development started when it was still, the Wii U was still around. Before the Switch even was revealed. Ay, ay, ay. Crazy. But the Wii U had such a short life cycle, you know? Wii U was around from 2012 until about 2016. It didn't even really have anything happen to it in 2017. Not that I can think of. Give me the mushrooms. Ah! Never mind. But I mean, you guys can just see that live streaming is different now. Like, I mean, I'm doing Mario Kart. I should easily have, like, you know, 600 views by now. Doesn't matter. In fact, I don't even think that Nintendo Switch 2 is going to give us, like, an insane amount of views either. I think that we're just get 1,000 views faster. That's what I'm thinking. Like, the first 5 live streams, my estimate is, I hope, that the Nintendo Switch 2 stuff does really well. As long... Amber also wants to do a morning series before she does her driving job. She wants to play Bravely Default for the first time by herself in the morning, like 7 or 8 in the morning every day. She's not... She doesn't do the view hostage thing. Even though she won't make any money, she just wants to... She thinks that it might grow over time. Which she's cute for thinking that. I don't think she's correct, but... Then again, I'm a pessimist, so... Wow, they screwed my race over. Wow, 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 wow. Yep, it's over. It's over. I'm gonna have to restart again, because there's no way I can come back from this. This is why I don't like 150 cc's and 200 cc's, is the randomness of it. Like, the luck required to survive Mario Kart, like, higher difficulty is just insane. It's just... It's nuts. Okay, you know what? I gave... You try again tomorrow. Bye-byes. I tried to give you, like, the benefit of the doubt. You just want to keep pushing my buttons, so... See you tomorrow! I will let you try again tomorrow. Although if you keep doing this every day, then I will personally unleash the ban hammer. You have a 24-hour timeout, mister. Because, I mean, it's weird. It's like holding somebody up with a firearm and saying you're not going to shoot them, and then you decide, you know, I'm just going to shoot them anyway. It's like, that's kind of what you're doing. You say, oh, I'm not going to talk about this. And it's like, you change topic for, like, a brief, I don't know, you make people feel kind of relaxed, and then all of a sudden you start, like, wilding out again. And it's just like, no. It doesn't work that way. Whoops. Because you kind of are taking people hostage in my chat. Because they don't want to see that nonsense. Ow. No. Anyway. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Fire! Nope. So if I keep losing, do you guys have a Kart recommendation that you would like me to try today? Because I'm out of ideas. Like, the cars that I have been picking have not really benefited me in the long run. So if you guys have a particular car or whatever you want to see used that you think will be a better assistance than what I'm using, I'm all for it. Wow, that punker's way ahead. That dude is way up there. I can't catch him even if I wanted to. That's a fish. He's gone. I don't even know where he is. Well, that's garbage. Why? What? And now I just got passed! And I have full coins! What? Ah! I lucked out. You hope that we'll have better days? I mean, it's all dependent on stuff. Like, I can't promise you things are gonna go amazing. I think this is, honestly, I think this is gonna happen more and more. I don't know. I have no way of knowing. All I know is that this stream is doing way better than the previous one. Oh, who was pushing my buttons? It was just somebody in the chat always bringing up Splatoon 4. Not that I'm mad at him, I just, like, you know when somebody overstays their welcome? That kind of thing. It's like, hey, I gave you the benefit of the doubt, I asked you not to do something, you didn't listen to what I told you to do, so, you know. Timeout chair, basically. They're not banned forever. I want to give the person the benefit of the doubt that eventually they'll behave, but it's just weird that they do it every single day, you know? And people in the chat get tired of it, too, so... You guys don't like when that user does that, right? That you find that annoying? I'm not alone, right? Wow, this cart is slow. Everybody's faster than me. That's crazy. They don't even need to hit me with blue shells because they're just faster than me in general. Coins? Wah! Ooh. I thought that was for real gonna follow me. I really felt that was gonna follow me. It did not, though. Lovely. Whoa! Ludwig is right behind me. Somebody's right behind me. Da 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 da. Shoot, he's right behind me. Nailed it. One sec, guys. I smell. I think I need to unplug this TV. Hopefully that helps. I don't know, it's smelling smoke from somewhere. Oh, we won! Cool. Shell Cup victory. I don't like Mario Power Tennis on Wii. The GameCube one is better. You couldn't even use the GameCube controllers on Mario Tennis Wii. They made it full motion controls, and I did not like it. Publication I worked for gave a review score of that game a 6. Dun 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 dun. Huh? New vehicle customization. Alright, good job, little baby. Moving on. Dun 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 dun. Okay. So what is your recommendation, guys and gals, for Kart to use in 150 cc's? Wait a sec. We got no stars for Shell? Didn't I get first like 2 or 3 times? Man, this thing is busted. Whatever. Alright, guys, what do you suggest for Kart? I mean, that's got amazing traction, but terrible speed and acceleration. Still not very good. I don't think acceleration is really going to help you much. That's an insane amount of traction, though. Holy cow. Try that. That's fine, Brawl. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. I mean, I worked for a publication that gave it a 6, though. Like, I did not like it. I prefer the GameCube controls better. You're entitled to your opinion, though. Whoops. Alright, let's try this. Okay, guys, Mario Tennis is almost at, almost at 1,000 views. You're 990. I'm nicer than Amber? What? No, I'm not. No, no, no. Amber's a sweetheart. No, nope, nope, nope. Don't think so. Whoa. I'm a blunt New Yorker. That's not... Amber's a sweet Midwestern girl. Amber cares and she's compassionate. I'm very strict, I'm very blunt, and I'm very honest. All of those are not nice traits. Let's Especially not on the world online. My haters compare me to Mustache Man, saying I'm very mean and nasty and vindictive and cruel and all this other stuff. I know I'm no Mr. Rogers. I think they're going a little bit too far with that stuff, but I know I'm not very nice. Maybe that's where they're getting something. I don't know. But Amber's a darling. You know what my nickname for Amber was when we were first married? Her name was Angel. You can probably guess why I called her Angel. It's because she was, one, way too good for me, and two, she's very angelic. She's very kind. She's very loving. That's why she had that nickname. Amber used to call me Wolf because I have, like, weird eyes. I have, like, very Irish, like, kind of like steel gaze eyes. They're, like, grayish blue. They're known as hunter eyes. So she would call me, like, either Wolf or whatever. She liked to stare in my eyes and, like, hug. She still does that. She's like, "You're incredibly handsome." It's like, no, man. She just stares in my eyes all the time. But no, she's a sweetie. There we go. I think it has to do with the eyes, how she came up with stuff. You've been watching me for about 10 years? Thank you. I've been on YouTube for 16. What's the situation with the next Ace Attorney stream, Jessica? Still working on it. Mutated bike or amputated car? I don't know. It's weird though, isn't it, VG? It's a very weird looking car thing. Dun 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 dun. Whoa! Ow. Oh, okay, they gave me that. Well, for something that has pretty sick handling, I still fell. Oh, that's right, I have very low speed, though. I don't have very good speed or acceleration in this car. If you can call this a car. Tri-car? And the Super Nintendo courses are very, very short in comparison. Oh! Yeah, we might have to start over. What was that car that you guys suggested instead of this weird tricycle thing? You said there was a car above this one or something like that? Beep beep. Yeah, we're not gonna pass. problem is I'm in a very dangerous position where I am. They gave me 1 red shell. That's it. 5th place it is. Alright, we're restarting, people. I can't clear it. I'm gonna have to trade cars. Yep. Whoops. Apparently there were no advantages to that vehicle, VG. Alright, what was your suggestion, guys? You said there was a car above that one? We're also bringing our me back in. We're not playing as... Yeah. Okay, so you said this one? This car, the Mach 8? This has horrible handling. Horrible traction, horrible handling. I can't even fix the traction for this, really, unless I go 4-wheeler. Like, I don't think that's a... Link, what are you doing? Don't eat that. No. I don't think this is a good car either. Do I like physical media? Yes. But I don't mind digital. Most of my games on Switch are all digital. I have no room for physical media. I have a couple physical games. Games I really like, I buy physical because I want to have them. But I don't like what Nintendo's doing with the game card thing, but people are completely forgetting that the new Doom the Dark Age thing that comes out next week, the disc or whatever, it doesn't even play the full game. The full game isn't even stored on the physical. You just get the box. So, I mean, a lot of companies are starting to do this whole thing where you're just buying the box and you're getting a code. Does it really count as physical? I would argue no, it does not. I think that's a terrible practice, mind you, but, I mean... people keep, ragging on Nintendo with their game card thing. But at least you get a card, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that tri-bike is not good. What can we do? You get digital because no digital tax? Lucky. How? You're gonna push, you're gonna pass on, GTA 6 Alpha? Interesting. I mean, I don't really play the Grand Theft Auto games anyway. But, everybody I know is excited about it. So, they're very excited about it. Man, I don't know what car to use. I mean, I think that would be... It has terrible handling, though, but it has decent traction. And this is just, what, a regular cart? This is a sneaker. Could try that. Has terrible handling, though. Try it. The thing that I've always liked about digital games is the space. Like, as a married couple, you don't have a lot of room for stuff. When you get married, if you get married, you don't have a lot of room for stuff. So digital was... There were great things about digital. One, you get the game at midnight without having to stand in line, fight the crowds. If you have a fast enough internet, you can download the game real fast. Right? So that's nice. So you get the game faster, and then, you know, video games on your shelves take up a lot of space. Like, I've been collecting games for 30 years, so I don't really have room for anything. The only shelf space I have left is downstairs, and it's really not that much. So, I mean, I like physical media. Or, I like digital media for that reason alone, because my house looks nice. Now, I wish I could have a game room that had tons of boxes and stuff like that, but I can't. So it's like something that I made peace with, like, I don't know, digital became kind of the lay of the land, or started around 2011, I think, is when we started to see more digital games start to come out. Although technically digital games really started in 2007. It was like 2006, 2007 with the Xbox Arcade. Both PlayStation and Nintendo had their own digital games. They were known, for Nintendo, they were known as WiiWare. For, whatchamacallit? For Nintendo, they were known as WiiWare on Wii. PlayStation, it was just known as PSN, PlayStation Network, and Xbox Live was just Xbox Live Arcade. And it had everything from indie games to new originals to classic games, all kinds of stuff. So, you know, digital stuff is really starting to come into its own. How did we drop to only 30 people? Okay, now it shot up to 52. Okay, weird. Weird. I wonder if that YouTuber had the heart attack was because of the stress from YouTube. I would believe it. Dun, 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 dun. Excuse me. Dun, 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 dun. Is this the second race, or is this the first race of the... No, Moo Moo Farm was the... Wait, what was the first one again? Even I don't know. No, this was the first race of the shelf. Oh, shoot. Give me someone to fight this fool. That's not gonna help. I knew that wasn't gonna help. And just like that, everybody passes. Yeah, I gotta start over. If they don't give me anything good, I gotta start over. How did you even get hit? Whoa! Real close. Too close. But I mean, that's why I've always, like, as a married couple with not that much space, we have a very small home. You don't have a lot of room for all these boxes. And also, I'll let you in on a secret. Even though Amber doesn't mind video games, Amber does not like video games displayed all over the place. She's even told me, she's not here so I can say this, she's even told me that she wants to put a blanket covering my shelves that have the games prominently displayed, because she's embarrassed by them for when company comes over, especially family. Like, our guest room is the office that we, you know, pull out a couch and people sleep on. And Amber wishes that she could put a blanket up to cover the shelves that were specifically bought to display video games. Because she doesn't want to see video games displayed 24/7. Yeah. So, I mean, Amber loves digital because, for her, she's also lazy. She doesn't like to go and find... Because she'll lose the cartridges. She doesn't like to go and look for the cartridge for a game. She'd rather grab her system, her Switch, and then pick up the game and play it, like, right off of her Switch. Like, that's how she played Civilization. She never played Civilization with the cartridge I got her. She bought it digitally, and I got her the cartridge so she could display it if she wanted to, the box, and she didn't want to. She's, you know, most of the games my wife buys, when she does buy them, they're all digital. Most of the game, I don't even think we have one physical game for Xbox Series S. No, we don't. They're all digital. And majority of our PS5 games are all digital. I think we have 10 PS5 boxes with discs in. Everything else is digital. Out of the 500 Switch games that we have, I would say 450 are digital. It is what it is. If we really like something, we support it and we get the physical copy, but for the most part, digital doesn't bother us. What we don't like about digital is a double-edged sword, though. We don't like the fact that companies, after 10 years, can erase the game that you're playing. If there's any type of problems with a digital game, it's gone forever. That sucks. I like the accessibility. I like the fact that there's no clutter and boxes and all that other stuff. I like the lazy aspect of just popping the game in, like, digitally and not having to worry about it to load or, you know, find the disc or whatever. But I also am terrified by the fact that I've seen systems like Wii U and PS3 unable to play digital games you paid for years ago. And you did pay for them. You own them. And all of a sudden they stop working and they don't work anymore. And it's not like you can go to the store and get a physical copy of that game. It's gone forever. So I don't like that. So I wish there was a happy medium, but I also feel like companies back then, like PlayStation and Nintendo, with the Wii U and the PS3 respectively, they put some type of thing in place that after 10 years, your system gets bricked, so you have to buy the next console. And I know I'm just theorizing here, but from my own perspective, our Wii U is having problems. All the DLC for Mario Kart 8 was erased. It's gone. This is the same save file, or the same Me account, or whatever, the same system that we covered this game on 10 years ago. But it's been factory wiped clean. It's all gone. And the same thing happened on PS3. It's all gone. It does not exist. Don't know what happened to it, it's just gone. Wow, I lost. I got 6th place again. So it didn't matter what card I was using, I still lost. It's over. That's going to be impossible to come back from. That's terrible. Yeah, digital's good because you don't lose the games, but it's also bad because, you know, any company can shut off your access to the game. So, like I said, with the Wii U, we lost the ability to get the DLC for games that we had on Wii U. Now, the thing is with the Wii U, though, is all the Virtual Console games work. DS, Wii, Game Boy Advance. I tested them on the system. Like, all the Virtual Console games that we ever paid for, they still open. They still play fine. There's a handful of games on the Wii U that had DLC. And those don't work. They're all factory reset. I even checked my Arkham Origins copy on this system. And it's gone. My stuff is gone. Just like PS3, it's gone. So, from now on, like I said, I'll be doing Arkham Origins on Steam Deck. Because there's no reason. Yeah, I think that Nintendo and a lot of these companies don't like the idea of their consoles lasting for 10 years. Because then what's the reason that anybody needs to go out and buy another one? Now, I hope that doesn't happen with the Switch 1. But my Switch 1 is already breaking anyway, so when the Switch 2 comes out, I'm just transferring all my data over to Switch 2. because, like, I don't have the room, or, like, the shell on the back of the Switch 1 is breaking from wear and tear. I've never dropped it. It's the lithium batteries expanding, because, you know, it's been a while, and it sees a lot of playtime, and the shell is cracking. And I know you can go and replace the shell and all that other stuff, but, you know, the battery is expanding inside of it. That's what I read online. It could also have to do with the temperature change and things like that. The Nintendo Switch was a very cheaply made system. You know, Nintendo sold that system for a profit. Whereas the Nintendo Switch 2 is a system that they're going to sell at cost. They're not going to sell it for profit because it's a higher-end system. That's why I don't like how people are making the comparison between the Switch 2 and the Wii U, saying it's the same. It's not the same. You would need to make a logical comparison between the Switch 2 and the GameCube, because the GameCube was a high-end system with expensive, like, motherboard and graphical capabilities and all that other stuff. I don't know computer terms. But it was a high-end system that could compete with the likes of Dreamcast and PS2 and Xbox. It had some of the nicest visuals of those consoles. But it still lost the race. Why did it lose the race? Because it was too expensive to maintain. Game developers did not like the limitations of the small GameCube discs because they weren't able to fit their whole game on there. They had to produce multiple discs like the original PlayStation days. Crap. And they couldn't do it. It was not lucrative for them to make a lot of content on GameCube compared to making stuff for PS2 that was really easy for them to develop for. So the GameCube was a pretty high-end system, but at the same time, it was very costly for Nintendo. That's why they completely changed their marketing strategy with the Wii, and they stopped targeting core gamers. And they were like, we can't do this. We need to, you know, we need to steer the ship around and try something new because we can't compete with these guys. And that's exactly what they did. You know, the Wii was a revolutionary thing because, like, it was a cheap system. It was essentially the same graphical capabilities of the GameCube. A lot of people used to joke on the fact that it was two GameCubes, like, smushed together. And it was, basically. In terms of performance and memory and graphics, it was two GameCubes fused into one. So it wasn't very expensive for Nintendo to put together and sell that because they were reusing hardware from, like, the year 2001, basically. All they did was they implemented motion controls. So they sold that system for a profit, majorly. So when people make these comparisons that, oh, you know, the Switch 2 is going to be exactly like the Wii U. No, it won't. For one, it's already selling more than the Wii U, and it hasn't even come out yet. The Wii U only sold about 18 million units worldwide. Before it was at 25 million, but they readjusted it and said, oh no, it's actually only 18. Which means that the GameCube actually outsold the Wii U. The GameCube sold like 22 million, which is terrible because the N64 sold 38. So, you know, Nintendo had a curse of their, like, console market for quite a while. They had a lot of problems with it. Alright, that bike was not good. This shoelace thing was a bad idea. We need to try again with something else. I'm gonna go to my tried and true method, which is this bike thing. The Duke. It's an off-road thing. And maybe we can get, like, better traction or something. Need to get better handling. Thank you for the super chat, Miss Deanna. I think it was Miss Deanna, wasn't it? Yes, it was. It is a fair comparison between Switch 2 and GameCube. I agree with you about the, you brought up the portable systems, which don't really exist anymore, Miss Deanna. Because the DS and the 3DS were the last of Nintendo's, like, portable things, like the Game Boy family, you know? But essentially they still live on because the Switch and the Switch 2 are hybrids. They can be both a home console and they can take them on the go. As, like, it's a hybrid. So your comparison between Switch and Switch 2 is spot on with the Nintendo DS and 3DS, because the Nintendo DS was an N64 in the palm of your hand, right? But the 3DS was a GameCube in the palm of your hand. And that's essentially what the Switch 2 is. The Switch 2 is a higher-end system with better graphical capabilities, memory, and storage, and all that other stuff. It's a Super Switch, basically. But yeah, people... It's weird to me that they want to see the Switch 2 fail, that they make up all this outlandish stuff that it's like exactly like the Wii U, and it's like, the Wii U only failed because of marketing. The Wii U had the developer support. It had good games. Like, if you can... Most of the physical games that released for the Wii U are all bangers. They're really good. Like, any collector would want those in their collection. They're very good. Most of the digital games were kind of filler. So, out of the 800 games that released for the Wii U, I would say about, like, 275 are must-have games. If you're a collector. Now... Some of those games you can never get again because they're only digital, which sucks. When Nintendo turned off their online system, your access to those games was forever cut. Which, again, is terrible. But, you know. Banana again. You've been a fan since the Wii U days, Brandon? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's cool. If I'm a betting man, Blazing, I would say that your holiday Nintendo Direct, like November or October, they will reveal the Mario game for next year. Because they're kind of doing what they did with the Wii. There was no brand new Mario game for the Wii in 2006. The emphasis was on Zelda and Metroid Prime 3. Which is kind of crazy if you think about it, because they're kind of doing something similar this year. You have a new Zelda game technically coming out in holiday, and you have a Metroid game technically coming out, you know, probably around holiday. I don't know. It's very similar. Like, we're kind of following the same pattern of 2006. And 2007 was Mario Galaxy. Now, Mario Galaxy was showcased at E3 in 2006, but it did not release until 2007. So I think that it is most likely that, you know, Mario is Nintendo's cash cow. Like Batman is WB's, right? So I wouldn't put it past Nintendo to do some type of Nintendo Direct in the fall and be like, hey, we've got a Mario game coming. Right now, they want to put they have a Mario game at launch that's launching with the system, and that's Mario Kart. As well as the game is open world, so... Oh, wow, I should have hit that. I got so lucky there. Wow. I'm so bad at Mario Kart. Oof. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Bomb. But I think that they'll probably announce, like, the Mario Odyssey 2 or whatever it is by the end of the year, and it'll come out sometime in 2026. That's what my guess would be. Because I feel like Nintendo is reusing their playbook from 20 years ago, almost. Which is the Nintendo Wii playbook. Metroid, Zelda, same year. Mario, the next year. Although I don't know... I don't think we got Mario Kart on the Wii in 2008. It was Mario Kart Wii, I believe. I mean, I just covered it recently, so I'm pretty sure it was 2008. Uh-oh. I'm hosed. I don't have anything good. Look at that. He has no coins, and look at how fast he is. That's insane. He has no coins. He got hit with a blue shell, and he's still going. All I'm getting is stupid bananas. I'm cooked, as you guys say. I'm dead. I have full coins. I can't reach these fools. It's over. Yep. That's it. I'll try to do another race, see what happens, but I can't reach these guys. I don't have... You know what I feel? I might be wrong in assuming this, but I think the DLC carts that you paid extra for, like F-Zero and things like that, I think they were faster. I think those, like, paid-for carts that you got, including my Mercedes-Benz thing I can't get anymore. I think that thing was fast. I don't have access to those. I don't have access to any of the DLC parts. I can only use the stuff that's in-game. That's on the base game. Because I think that's how I... Because I did all the mirror cups, and I did everything else without any problems, and I'm struggling real bad here. And from a guy who's already come through and played, like, you know, 7 other Mario Kart games in this, like, almost 2-month marathon, I did get gold medals and everything. Except for Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart 64. I had to bow out of 150 cc's. I couldn't do it. So we didn't get to Mirror Course. And I couldn't do the either Mirror or 150 cc's of Super Mario Kart. I only did 50 and 100. And that was brutal. So... Oh, shoot. Yep, this cart was a bad idea. I'm gonna have to go back to that one cart that was yellow. This thing is supposed to have good off-road, though, but it slows down as soon as I hit the grass, so does it have really good off-road? No, it does not. But it has terrible handling, which is why I'm sliding all over the place. Dun 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 dun. That guy's in third. I can't catch him. Yep, that's it. And just like that, 6th place, 7th place. Yep. Alright, this cart's not working. We gotta try something else. I think it's because I don't have access to the DLC stuff. I can't get faster cart. I really believe that. Because remember, you could download for free the Mercedes thing. Or whatever it was called. Was it Mercedes? Yeah. You could download the stuff for free. But that's not available anymore because they shut off the eShop. So you can't get it anymore. There's no page for this anymore. It's gone. I actually remember going back and doing the Grand Prix with Link on the his Hyrule like horse thing, and that's how I got most of the trophies after 100 cc's. I played as Link. I can't play as Link in this one. R.I.P. Mercedes? Yeah, totally. Oh, Oh my gosh, really? Okay. Alright guys, it's been a while, but we gotta do the shorts playlist now. I was hoping the views would stay consistent, but they just dropped off the face of the earth. So we gotta push the shorts. This is a normal thing if you guys haven't been here for a while. Like, basically, every live streamer, if they pay attention to their hourly views, which is how they get paid, like your channel hourly views, if that dips below 1,000 views, you don't get paid. So not only do you have to worry about not getting paid for your live stream, but also you have to keep your hourly views up. What I've discovered is I can have people in my chat watch the, what do you call it? Watch the YouTube shorts, and that brings organic views into the channel. So if you have a PC, if you could please click that link and have that run in the background. Otherwise, I'm going to have to take a break during my dinner and go advertise the stream like all over, like different forum sites and other places to try to get more people in here so we can keep the hourly views consistent, because we are dipping quite a bit. Mods in the chat, if you guys could also push the shorts too, that would be great. Well guys, all the carts that I've picked have been flops. What's your suggestion? Every card I picked has been a failure. I thought the Duke would come through, but the Duke works really well for like 100 cc's, not 150. I've had some luck with this yellow car. Not this one, this one. But the problem is, after I get to I win like 2 or 3 races in a row at first place. And then when I do the 3rd race, I get 6th. And when I do the 4th race, I get 4th using this car. Because this car works really well up until a point, and then it stops working. So I don't know. Like, it has horrible handling, though. The only thing I could think of would be maybe the... Nope, not that. No, I mean, the ATV has great great traction, but terrible handling. And I think because it's so weighted... Now, explain to me how the weight works. Does the weight mean it's harder to drive, or the traction means it's easier to drive? Because this one has insane traction, good speed, but terrible acceleration. Can you see all my vehicles? Sure, Miss Deanna. We have Badwagon, sorry, Prancer, Biddity Buggy, Sneaker. We tried Sneaker, it didn't work. Sports Coupe, Standard Bike, Comet, Sports Bike, the Duke, we just used it, the Varmint, the Yoshi Bike, Standard ATV, Standard Kart, Mach 8, Tri-Speeder. That's all I have because none of the DLC is here. Am I winning? No, Sora, I haven't been able to conquer the Shell Cup yet. Or not Shell Cup, Banana. I've been stuck on Banana for 40 minutes at this point. I think. I've done like 2 or 3 resets of Banana Cup. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to try the Crossroads beta. Amber and I are big Sonic fans, so we're curious to see how the Sonic game is going to be. Be out later this year. Is Amber okay? Amber's in her driving job. Amber left to go make money. She'll probably be back later tonight. Well, I mean, of course she'll be back later tonight. What am I talking about? She'll come home. She's trying to make up, we don't have any money in our bank account right now. My parents are coming over next week. My parents are coming before. We get paid from YouTube once a month, and we'll get paid the last day they're here for their vacation. So we don't have... It's going to be very difficult to even, like, feed them sandwiches or something. We're going to feed them rice, because we have a rice cooker. So we have rice. We're going to make lo mein and rice, because we have ingredients to do that. And, you know. Yeah. People forget that YouTubers only get paid once a month. How YouTubers make an income is the t-shirt sales are at the beginning of the month. Patreon usually pays at the beginning of the month for a YouTuber. YouTube either pays at the 18th, the 16th, or the 30th of every month. So different merchandise websites might pay at like the third week of the month or the beginning of the month. So, you know, YouTubers might have like multiple streams of revenue. Usually click-based commission things like, hey, this video is sponsored by whatever. Those places will pay either the 2nd of the month or they'll pay the 4th of the month. But you also have to meet a criteria in order to utilize those in-video sponsorships. You have to be at least 1 million views monthly. Unfortunately, we're at 800,000, so we're below the mark that monthly where we could actually get assistance from places like HelloFresh and Raid Shadow Legends and all that other stuff. So we can't even get in-video ads because we're below the margin. And companies, they tell you the same thing. They're like, I'm sorry, but you don't fit our criteria because you're not at 1 million views monthly anymore. Even though you were 1 million views monthly for like 16 years, because you're not right now, they're like, yeah, we can't work with you. And so you lose that opportunity to make money through that. So, Miss Deanna, did you have a recommendation? Let me see the wheels. The wheels. Okay, roller, slim, metal, wood, monster, retro, standard, monster again, and then it goes back to roller. I don't think the kite... Oh, the kites do matter? Oh, I didn't know the kites mattered. I thought it was whatevs. The kites actually do something? That's crazy. I didn't know that. I always use the squirrel. Huh. Oh, it's because they don't want to pay people anymore, Blazing. That's why. Like, YouTube told me a while ago that what they want to do is they want to remove ad revenue in total, and they just want YouTubers to be like the Twitch method, which is like full fan funding. Pushing for members every stream, super chats, that kind of stuff. I don't like doing that kind of stuff, though. And, you know, if ad revenue is a thing, but the thing is, they make it so hard for most streamers to hit 1,000 views during a live stream. Like, there are thousands of people that are in our same position that have had to quit. And it's sad to see them go because some of these people were OGs like me. You know, they've been on the platform like 15, 16 years. Some of them have only been on the platform 10 or 5 years and they've had to quit. It sucks, but, I mean, that's what it is. The gliders always mattered? Oh, okay. Slim wheels and the standard glider? What's the standard glider say? Parachute? This one? Or this one? MKTV or... I don't see anything that says standard. Oh, the super glider? Okay. And you used what? Slim? Okay. Well, I guess I'll try this car then. How come it's harder that way now? I don't know. It's just what YouTube's policy is. I don't know. I'm just a content creator. The only reason I know so much is because I almost ran a network. I applied with our manager to have my own CMS, which is like basically my own network like Machinima and Maker Studios and Freedom and all these other people, and I was going to take a commission off every channel that we gave a partnership to. I think it was going to take a 15% cut or a 10% cut. So I would have income forever because I'd make money off other channels. But that deal fell through, and, you know, I've stayed a YouTuber ever since, and YouTube got rid of the ability even to have networks. Like, everybody is through the YouTube Partner Program, so that means YouTube can dictate and do whatever they want because it's only you and YouTube now. There's no middleman anymore. For 10 years, even longer, most YouTubers had a middleman. You had a network that you were able to get your job through, and your network was kind of like your talent agent that would technically negotiate views and all kinds of stuff with YouTube. And since every single partner is through the YouTube Partner Program, they're stricter with you. They expect more. They pay you earlier. Most networks didn't pay you until the end of the month. So imagine that. Imagine going 30 days without pay until like the final week of the month. So at least YouTube pays their partners in the middle of the month, every month. But it's very different now. And YouTube is kind of moving away from live streaming anyway because they don't like drama channels. They don't like them. They want to become the new TikTok, which is why they've ratified how YouTube Shorts work. YouTube Shorts have the potential for YouTube to have more content with less minutes, less watch time, and all this other stuff. I don't even understand how people make money with YouTube Shorts because there's no ads that play on a YouTube Short. So how are they getting... I don't understand how they make a lot of money with the Shorts because there's no advertisements that run on them. I watch other people's YouTube Shorts all the time, like Ohio Final Boss and that guy that runs all over the place, and I never ever, when I put a YouTube Short on, see an ad. So I'm thinking, how in the world are these people getting paid? There's no ad. So how does it work? I don't know. But I know how YouTube works, the old YouTube. I know how streams and uploads work. But I don't know how Shorts work and how that's a profitable thing for YouTube. I have no idea. I do know that there's going to be a big push this summer. I mean, it is summer. But YouTube is trying to incorporate more of the YouTube Premium, aka YouTube Red. Because they want more people to sign up for that because it skips ads. So even YouTube is going to start promoting people to buy YouTube Red because they don't really know what to do with ads anyway. Like, they don't have an ad sales team anymore. Ad sales is how, you know, advertisers come into YouTube. They don't really have an ad sales department anymore. I believe that shut down in 2023. So they're basically running YouTube completely blind. And I think around 2023 is when they allowed Shorts on YouTube. It was either the end of 2022 or the beginning of 2023 that YouTube Shorts was a thing. It hasn't been that long. We have encompassed close to 2 million views on YouTube Shorts. And we have over 2,000 YouTube Shorts on this channel. Which is higher than most of the TikTokers. But the TikTokers get way more views. And they have less Shorts. They have like a few hundred Shorts. We have thousands. And we only get like 1,000 views a short. Something like that. But I can tell you honestly, a YouTube Short makes 25 cents if you get 1,000 views. So I don't know how YouTube is making money. And they don't pay consecutively every month for YouTube Shorts. You get paid once for them. So I don't really understand how it works. It's too new technology that, you know, I understand why they're doing a focus on it, but I don't understand what it does. I just know that I do the YouTube Shorts because it helps with the hourly views of my channel. Well, this cart was a bad idea. Well, that cart didn't work. Let's try another one. You hate TikTok? I mean, TikTok isn't like... What's the word I'm looking for? TikTok isn't monitored. Like, TikTok, they let them do whatever content they want. YouTube has a terms of service policy. Like, people can't do whatever they want. Like, I'll give you an example. I don't like Orange Man, But there was a YouTube TikToker who came over here and called for the yeeting of the president, and YouTube erased their channel, and I believe the person got arrested by the FBI. Like, they're not on YouTube anymore. They were a TikToker. They thought because, you know, on TikTok and Blue Sky, they can say whatever they want. They could come to YouTube and make threats and do whatever. And, you know, YouTube doesn't let you do that. So YouTube will never be TikTok. It will be TikTok in the sense that the content will be shorter for people with shorter attention spans. Like, that's what they're going to promote. But for now, they allow live streaming and uploads and things like that. They'll probably never get rid of uploads, but I think they'll eventually do away with live streams, or live streams will just, like, stop being a thing on YouTube, because no one can make a profit at it anymore. Like, very few people outside of, like, podcast channels that, like, purposely make content that's very, like, baity, that makes people angry and they engage. Like, those type of people will always make bank on YouTube, but people that just stream games, that stuff is going to die out in, like, 2 years. Like, you'll have less and less people doing that because it's not... It's just not worth it. Like, honestly, if I could have every upload that I do a news video, and that news video gets, like, 20,000 views, I made, like, $100 on that video. So if I was making a news video every day and it was getting that traction, I would stop live streaming altogether. Like, I wouldn't need to do it. But the problem is, getting lightning to strike on one of those news videos is impossible because we're shadow banned. So once in the blue moon, like maybe once a month, I'll get one news video get over like 5,000 views. But every other upload video that I do, even a news video, only gets about 1,000 to 2,000 views. And that really doesn't... That pays less than a live stream that hits 1,000 views. Like, think about that. The reason why I streamed as much as I do, and, you know, as much as I still do, is because there's a potential to earn money. There's a potential to earn a living. Whereas uploads, it's not possible. Shorts, it's not possible. Shorts and uploads are just to keep hourly views up. That's all they do. So that your channel can have the potential of being seen by somebody on the search engine. I really don't know what to do here. That car didn't work. And this car will only work for a little while. That's the problem. This car will only work for a little bit. And then once I get to the third race, I'm going to lose anyway. Once I get to the Donut Plains. I just can't do 150 cc's, I don't think. So even if I get first on Dry Desert, Donut Plains I'm always going to lose because it's an off-road level. And then once I get to Royal Raceway, then I have to work really hard to try to get first place. And the cars are faster than me. And then DK Jungle is up in the air. I'm not good at 150 cc's in this. I know I did much better when I had the DLC. But I don't have the DLC. You can't get the DLC anymore. It won't let you. You go to... Have any of you raised your hands? How many of you have gone to the Nintendo eShop after Nintendo shut it off? It's blank. If you go to the Wii U eShop, it's blank. You can't find and download anything. Also, you can't even pay for anything. I don't think changing racers really matters, though, does it? Changing racers is just a placebo effect. Isn't it? I don't think that does anything. It's the specs of the car that matters. At least I would think so. I could be wrong, but I believe it's based on the specs of your vehicle. That's how you succeed. It has nothing to do with your character. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I think I'm spot on with that assessment, but maybe not. Blasted banana. They give you such bad items in second place that it all comes down to you just trying to outrace the other guy. And they always, you know, give them such a huge advantage over you. Banana again. Uh-oh. Yeah, watch out, Waluigi. I've got a banana, and I know how to use it. And now I have coins. Hooray! I mean, Amber's asked me to play... Oh, crap. The two-player thing, so what we're going to end up doing is, like, if I can't clear 150 cc's today, I might try to go to Mirror, or, like, we'll just skip that, and we'll only do two-player from, like, 50 cc's to 100 cc's, and then we'll jump right into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And I guarantee the reason why I was able to do so well, you know, 10 years ago is because I had the Mercedes DLC and I had the Link DLC. Because Link was stupid broken. Before they patched him and stuff, he was really good. His motorcycle was good. Everything about Link was amazing. But he was he was basically a pay-to-win character. How did they pass me? Right, at least I have one shell. That didn't go after the person I wanted, though. The guy in first is long gone. How? I still lost! You want me to use a small character? Okay. Alright, we'll try that. Why not? Why don't we do that? Because, I mean, I'm just going to lose anyway. I already know what's going to happen here. I'm just going to keep losing. We'll try the baby character then. Well, of course I'll do better in Deluxe Sora because I have, you know, I have stuff like pay-to-win stuff. I have, like, I have Link, I have Animal Crossing, I have all the characters. I don't know, was the Mercedes stuff, did that carry over, or was that a Wii U exclusive? I don't remember. Alright, let's try it. Let's do Baby Rosalina because we have... I thought we had, a Rosalina fan here. So we're gonna go with Baby Rosalina. Rocking the coupe. Pipe frame. I mean, why not, I guess. Try it. Whoops. But I mean, you guys can't see the difference, but, like, I've been streaming for an hour and 38 minutes, right? I'm already at 650 views. So, I mean, I'm already halfway to 1,000. The Mercedes stuff did carry over? Okay, thank you for clarifying that, Miss Deanna. I appreciate that. Small characters tend to go faster. Well, I mean, they're lighter, so that would make sense. Alright, let's hope Rosalina does well. I'm counting on you guys. I'm trusting you. Because the struggle's been real quite a bit today. I'm just bummed that I couldn't play Marvel Rivals with you guys. Like, I would have been exhausted. Because Marvel Rivals would have been a 4-hour... In order for me to get 600 views at this point, for Marvel Rivals, it would have taken, like, hours. The fact that I'm already almost done streaming Mario Kart, that means I can get to Oblivion, and I'm pretty excited, because I believe Amber has an Ultimate Selects tonight. I think she... Unless I'm misremembering something. But I think she has an Ultimate. I think it's Mandrakeos, but I don't know. Which, I mean, if she comes home soon after doing her driving thing, I'll just tell her to go take a nap for a while. But I don't even... I'm supposed to make a video for tomorrow because of, like, people watch videos on Sunday. I have no idea what video to make. This is why content creation, like making videos, is very difficult because I don't know what to do. There's no major news on Switch 2 yet. It's already old news talking about what Xbox is doing. Sony is the only real winner this year because they aren't going to raise their prices of their games this year. And they're not raising the prices of their console, I don't believe, either. But, I mean, their console's already expensive, so why would they raise it? I think you guys might have found our way forward. I think you guys might have discovered the path to victory. It's Baby Rosalina. It is Baby Rosalina. This feels like a comfortable Sunday drive at this point. Go, Baby Rosalina. It's your birthday. Now I can't take any damage from getting smacked around by people, but at least I'm, you know, pretty high up here. They even give her a red shell? Man, they like Rosalina. Nice. Besides, she's cute as well. She's adorable. Look at how cute she is. She's cute as a button. Alright. I haven't really watched a lot of stuff with Oblivion Remastered. I was just looking at it from, like, a content creation point. I was looking at it from, like... Because I can't show the original Oblivion because it had a lot of lewd stuff in it and nudity. But I can play Remastered and stream it because it only has, like, 3 F-bombs the entire game. I think one at the very beginning to be edgy. And then, like, 1 or 2 characters say it nowhere near as many times as, like, Final Fantasy 16... Every character dropped the F-bomb, just about. It was crazy. Like, just about every Final Fantasy 16 video I did that wasn't a grinding episode or side quest, all of it got demonetized. Like, the series that hurt the channel the most out of any game I've ever covered that we did not profit off of was Final Fantasy 16. In fact, Amber did not like that game after she chose it. And she only showed up for like 3 episodes out of the 40 that I streamed. I did 40 episodes of that game, I believe. And every single one of those episodes more or less got yellow marked for language and other stuff. It was a nightmare. I made no revenue. And I was averaging, like, the sad thing is I was getting like 2,000 views a stream. So I was making like probably $45 a video. You know, back when that game came out. But then YouTube would yellow tag me, and I get no monetization. I was like, well, that sucked. But the thing is, you have to remember that those live streams only lasted for 2 hours, and I purposely did other games, too. So that was back when the channel was averaging like 4 live streams a night. Actually, no, I think it was more than that, because I was doing a racing game, too. So I personally was doing 5 live streams. 5! That were no more than 2 hours long. I don't remember the games I was doing alongside Final Fantasy 16, but I know I was doing 5 live streams. I was doing a racing game at 2 in the morning, and those streams got weird. Those streams got real weird. The racing ones, oh my gosh. Not weird in the sense, like, politics or anything, but I was singing in those. I was loopy. I was falling asleep at the wheel. I was doing silly voices, like Arnold and stuff all the time. Those streams got really weird late night streams, and I was, you know, and those streams, even the streams at 2 in the morning, was averaging like 1,500 views a stream for me just driving around on the grass in Forza. Maybe some of you remember those zany streams. Those were crazy. But I was doing 5 live streams from 3 o'clock in the afternoon until 2 in the morning. And what happened is every year, YouTube would diminish how long I would have to, or they would increase, sorry, not diminish. YouTube would increase how long I had to stream to get 1,000 views. So I could no longer do 2-hour live streams. I was now doing 2 hours and 15 minutes, 2 hours and 25, 2 hours and 30 minutes, 2 hours and 45 minutes. 2 years of 2 hours and 45-minute streams. So instead of 5 live streams a day, like by me, it then cut down to 4. And then 4 became 3. And now technically, if you really think about it, streams for me now is less than 3 in one day, because the 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock time slot now takes almost 4 hours, right? That's insane. And then the 7 o'clock to I used to stream from 6 to 8, and then at 9 o'clock would be the next stream that would go to 11. Then there would be an 11 o'clock stream until 1, and then from 2 to 4 there'd be another stream. I don't have the energy for that anymore, because so many streams now, it takes so long to just get a measly 1,000 views that you have to stream up to almost 5 hours, even with 70 people. I mean, you have to understand that this is a broken system. Like, this is not good. Because how I made my money is I would just be like, okay, I cut my loss with this stream. I'm just going to do 3 other streams, and boom, you know? It's like, I got the energy, I got the pep, I can do it. I tend to get really bogged down after, like, 3 hours of, like, the same game. Like, I'm kind of like, you know? The reason why I was such an entertaining streamer is because I had, like, at least a 30-minute break between each stream, and then I come back in, boom, do the next stream, gets 1,000 views, go do the dishes, come back, boom, do the next stream, 1,000 views, easy. And I would do multiple games. I would do retro games, and I'm talking like Super Nintendo games. I would do DS. I would do GameCube. I would do Wii U. I would do Switch. I'd do whatever. And I was always guaranteed of at least that minimal of 1,000 views. And now I'm not, unless I, like, stream for, like, 4 hours, and then, like, after 2 streams, that's 8.5 hours already. And I'm, like, dead tired. And the reason I get dead tired is because, like, you know, I was able to do stuff in between to keep those streams whatever. But now, a 2-hour stream is only 600 views at the minimum. Maybe. And that's a maybe. And we got a good group here. We got like 80 people here. And it's still going to take me almost 4 hours to get 1,000 views. Even with 80 people here. So you understand why I've gone a little crazy like the past 3 months? Is because I'm trying to rationalize all this and I can't. And Amber's like, instead of getting in an argument with me, she just left the house to go do her driving job. She's like, I'm not staying here. And it's like, okay, I understand. I totally understand. I'm going to miss hanging out with you, but I get it. And she's right. Don't tell her I said that, but she's right. If I didn't have this bum leg, I would probably go get a job too at this point, because, you know, it's not a good business venture to just, unless you're getting like an insane amount of super chats like every stream. I don't know, if you're getting like $30 or $40 in super chats every stream, then yeah, it's worth it. But like, how in the world are you going to get people to super chat? I hate making people feel like they need to super chat. Like, I want to be off ad revenue or memberships or something, you know? And it's like, I don't have that option. And then you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, you know what you become? You become that guy outside of Grand Central Station with a guitar case, you know, playing all this awesome music or whatever, and people are giving you pennies, and you become that guy. You become the dude who's like, he's not saying anything, but he's got the guitar case open. Like, I literally could put the super chat goal up every stream, but I only do it like 1 stream a day because I really don't need it more than once a day. You know? I really don't. It's like, if I did have the super chat goal up, maybe I would get super chats all the time, but I would feel not very good about it. Because I want to earn that ad revenue. I want it. And it's like, Ugh. Okay, now they're starting to hammer me. So even baby Rosalina couldn't handle it. Oof. But I'm still winning overall, I think. Am I still winning overall? Ooh. Barely. Barely. Okay. Thank you for the super chat from Just22. I would love a video upload about which 90s video games do you think need a reboot as a comeback like Medieval did. I would love to do that, Just22, but that one video that I made, that top 10 up of, like, you know, games that we want to see on Switch too, that video took like 8 hours to put together, had a lot of editing, and it only got 1,000 views after like 3 days. So that video, which was 8 hours of work, I kid you not, made $5. You see what I mean? Like, it's not worth it. Like, it's much easier for me to talk about the news, reuse trailer footage of something, than to go and create something, because there's no guarantee that it's going to get watched. Like, other YouTubers have the guarantee that they're at least going to get 10,000 people or more based on how many subscribers they have. The Shadowban channel, they don't have that luxury. It's all down to the whims of the internet. If you hit the search engine, if you don't hit the search engine. If more than, like, you know, 0.4% get notified, or, you know, if enough people check the newsletter that day, or if there's some type of promotional happening on Twitter. There's so many underlining factors that make a video hit that it's not just, okay, it's your subscriber base. It's not anymore. And I found out from a lot of my YouTuber friends that how they bypass the whole YouTube algorithm thing is they actually pay for their videos. They pay a marketing budget of like $100 a week, if not more sometimes. So they have like advertisements going through Facebook and Google and things like that. And my wife and I can't afford that, so that's why we also look like we're struggling compared to our competitors, is they're actually marketing their videos with money. And, you know, I'm not going to chastise them for that. I think that's brilliant. But I can't afford to do it. So... And it makes sense, you know? You pay, like, what is it, like $50 a day. You have the possible engagement of between 10,000 people or 6,000 people showing up to your business. I mean, it makes sense. But, I mean, it's just not... It's not something that we could consistently do. Like, I could pick one video, like the Switch 2 unboxing, which I'm gonna pay for advertising. I am. I've talked to Amber. We're gonna put a budget of $100, and we're gonna see what happens. You know, it might work, or it could not work at all, and I'm gonna be out $100. But, you know, I'm gonna try it because I like to try things. I'm a type of person that I always want to remove variables. Amber doesn't like doing that, but it's like, whether she loses something and we're looking in the house, I'm going to check the couch cushions. I'm going to check under the couch. I'm going to check behind the couch. I'm going to check wherever. And if I don't find it there, then I know not to look there, you know, later, because I already removed the variable. Right? But she's not like that. She's like, well, I'm just going to pray about it, and then it'll just show up. It's like, I like to actually go look. So when it comes to my channel, like, I like to go advertise here because I know it works. If the paying for marketing thing, because it's not botting, you're paying a marketing company, and they put it in front of thousands of people, whereas botting is like, they inflate your numbers for a certain amount of money or something like that. But when YouTube finds out about that, you break the terms of service if you bot, and then they penalize you by, like, lowering your income, for one. And then they lower your monthly views, because they'll be like, they'll look over your entire channel and be like, what's legit, what isn't. So botting is never something you want to do. Never, ever inflate your numbers. You inflate your numbers, you are going to, if you're doing this as a job, you're going to pay for that later on. You will. But if you market with Facebook Gaming, Twitter, or YouTube, like, you have the potential of them promoting your video like an advertisement on a big YouTuber's thing, and you'll get people to come to your channel that way. But you're going to drain your bank account, so you make sure that you only do it for a limited time. Like, only set a budget for a week if you do it. Because it'll literally, like, drain your finances so quick. Before you blink, it'll be done. And also, it's not a guarantee that, you know, you're promoting your video that somebody's even going to come. Because it could be like, you know, those Twitter ads where you see all these companies advertise their product and you want nothing to do with them. And you're like, oh, not this person again. That's what can happen, too. So you only want to promote your product for a week. Otherwise, you might get that reputation of, oh, it's this person again. And that only works if you're like somebody annoying like Asmongold. I'm not sorry about that either. It's true. You see his face everywhere that you either hate the guy or you love him. I don't want to be that person. I don't want that type of reputation. So I'm only going to do like a week of marketing when the Switch 2 comes out, because that's all I can afford, and I think it might work. But Amber thinks, you know, we're going to be out $100. So, you know, we're not really united on that decision. But at this point, I'm like, we take the shot, we shoot the shot, we see what happens. Good or bad, it might work. It could work out horribly, or it could work out. It's 50-50. So, I might be wrong in assuming that, but, you know, I'm going to try. Lee? Also, great job, ladies and gentlemen, on picking the baby. The baby seems to work. I did manage to win, sort of. So thank you for the recommendation. I would love to get to Mirror Cup, if we can. Music Park? You like Music Park? Sorry, guys. I'm like that masked magician. I spill all the secrets on my show. How many of you guys remember the masked magician? This is going back to the early 2000s, mind you. There was a TV show, The Masked Magician, where he would literally show you how all the greatest illusions and magic tricks in the world happened. And, you know, it was a behind-the-scenes thing. So, since I know so much about YouTube, like, I can easily tell people, like, you know, the smoke behind the mirrors type thing. Because I know it. Because I'm a content creator, too. It's like, the trick to succeeding on YouTube is to have money. It's true. You have to have the budget to be able to market. If you don't market, then you're not going to succeed anymore. It's been like that for 5 years. The biggest content creators in the world, like Mr. Beast and all those other people, they're investing a lot of their own personal money into getting their videos out there in front of people. And they're hoping they make the money back when people come to their channel. They're basically operating at a loss all the time. The smart channels, the podcast ones, are the ones that are actually profiting because they're doing very little work for more gain. They just sit in front of a microphone, they don't play a game. Some of them don't even change their shirts, and they just talk about hot-button topics. And, you know, people donate to them, like, and ask them questions. Whether they're nice questions or mean questions, they're making bank, whether or not they get a lot of views or not. Like, that would be the smartest business model to do. But I can't do that because, for one, like, me talking about politics makes my stomach turn. So I couldn't do that every day. I would literally hate what I do. Why I like being a gamer is it has variety. You know? Like, there's always something new and fun that you can do in a video game. That doing a podcast, you can't really do that. You're going over the same ground over and over again. And you could argue, well, playing games is the same. And I would say, no, it's not, because I could play a racing game. I could play a fantasy game. I could play a puzzle game. And every time I change up the game, I'm changing up not only the style of gameplay, but the type of topics that can happen, the type of, like, unique experience that you're seeing. Whereas if I'm just like a Minecraft channel, I'm just playing Minecraft over and over and over and over and over. You know, right now we've been doing a month of Mario Kart, but it's a hype series, you know? The audience seems like they're interested in it, and we keep playing it. But at the same time, we're waiting for new games to come out, because there are some new games. Fantasy Life is in 2 weeks, I believe. And there's some other stuff coming out. There were some big games that were supposed to come out in May, but they got delayed till, like, August. which stinks, but, I mean, that's what happens in this industry. Delays are... oh, nuts. Delays are a thing. Well, I couldn't catch those guys, so Baby Rosalina might not be able to work her magic here. Masked Magician is on YouTube now? Wow. That dude has to be really old. But yeah, that's the trick. People ask me all the time, it's like, how in the world would you succeed on YouTube today? Like, nowadays, with them, like, suppressing your views and making live streaming difficult and all this other stuff, you'd have to have money. Because the only way you're going to get people to see who you are is you have to pay for it. You have to pay for... You have to have a marketing budget. Whether it's a marketing budget of, like, $20 or $50 a day, or, like, $100 a week, you have to do that. That's the only way you'll go viral anymore. And you have to remember that there's a double-edged sword with that, though, because people might get sick of seeing your advertisement. You could have your video show up on, like, a VTuber, and, you know, people who are watching that VTuber might come to your page and say, hey, I didn't appreciate your commercial being on, you know, Iron Mouse, or whatever her name is. Blood Mouse. I don't know what her name is. I doubt it's called Blood Mouse. She'd have the sensors all over her. But, you know, that's what can happen with the stuff. And people will go down and mark down your video, or they might hit, like, you know, don't recommend this channel. There's a lot of problems with doing marketing on YouTube that I would not suggest. I would suggest, like, using Twitter as a company to promote your posts, or Facebook. Like, that would be better. Probably. Maybe. But again, YouTube nowadays is a roll of the dice. It's not a guarantee. You're better off making, like, getting a driving job for Domino's and making, like, I don't know, $30 or $40 a day, like, from working at Domino's than you are being a YouTuber. Like, if you're already a YouTuber, stick with it. But if you want to get into this job, don't. Because it's only going to get harder and harder to be able to do this. You need to have an established audience. You need to get a big social media following. There's my bride. I'm losing anyway. Oh, crap. What happened? One sec, guys. I'm losing this race anyway, so we're probably going to have to restart anyway. Sorry, she was all happy. She was jumping up and down. She's like, I can buy food tonight. She was like, how much did you make so far? I was like, what? So the previous stream, the one stream made like 30 in fan funding, and this one has 19. And she was laughing at me. She's like, I'm getting dinner. I'm going to get you a pizza. I was like, you're not going to tell me how much you made. And she's like, nope, but I made more than you. She's taking one more order and then she's coming home. I think she has enough energy to do Mandraco's stream tonight, though. Man, she was roasting me, guys. Oh my gosh. I got roasted. What kind of pizza? I have a problem with my mouth, so she's probably gonna get me Papa John's so I can like have the garlic sauce, because I'm having like I haven't been able to go to the dentist in a while, so I use the garlic sauce to numb the pain in my mouth, because I can't afford the dentist right now. Because I have to pay off an important bill before I can go to the dentist. So, I use the garlic sauce from Papa John's to not only numb the pain, but also help fight the pain in my mouth. So I get them like once or twice a month. Eat it for about a week, something like that. It works! I don't know. I don't know why it works, it just does. If I could find a way of making the garlic sauce, like, recipe myself, I would make it. And just, like, dip bread in it, like, every week or something. Do I have cavities? Probably. No, she was cute, though. She says, thank you for working so hard. She says, I worked hard, too, so I'll be coming home soon, because I'm only going to do, like, one more order. And it's like, okay. But the thing is, she may have made more than me today, but, like, with a driving job, most of your money goes back to gas. So even if you have, like, a really good day, she told me she has to drive, for her last order, she has to drive 30 minutes away from our house. So she's not even going to be in the same area. Like, she's going to be on the highway, and she's probably going to end up, like, in traffic, like, from Philly. And then all her gas is going to be gone anyway. So, I mean, that's the... You might make some really good tips, like, one night, but... Overall, you're going to lose money because... And I'm not going to tell her this when she's here, but you'll lose some money because you have to keep putting gas in the car. That's the double-edged sword to driving jobs. Is you have to put... Sometimes you have to put more in gas than you make that day. Uh-oh. But she's happy. I'm not going to do anything to shatter that happiness, because I like Amber being happy. In fact, she volunteered to do a late night stream tonight, so I'm gonna hold her to that. I'm gonna stream this in Oblivion, and then I'm done for the night. How did you pass me? I'm a little baby. I'm smaller and faster than you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Go away, Shell! Go away! Come on, little baby Rosalina. And I'm not trying to be rude or anything to people who have driving jobs. I'm just saying, like, as a YouTuber, I don't, like, use up gas or anything. The only gas I use up is my own energy for, like, live streaming. And eventually I will run out of energy. Like, I can only really do this for about 9 hours before I get tired. And that's true. Whoop. Yes, tomorrow's Mother's Day. I know. Yeah, that's the one downside to driving is you need gas. Exactly, yeah. Yep. That is the one downside to it. It can be a very fun job, but there is a underlining problem with it is you have to spend gas money. The job does not provide gas. Whether you're a pizza delivery person, a DoorDasher, a Instacart person, whatever, you're responsible for your own gas. Oh, wait, rubber banding AI is back in this? Ah. I see. Well, I wish I was better at Mario Kart, people. I'm trying. Luckily, I remember the shortcut in this. Why does she sound like an adult as a little baby? Wouldn't she sound like a baby? Oh no! Wow, look at how fast they came right up at me. Oh no. See, they don't even need the coins to be fast, though. They're just fast in general. They don't need it. They don't need the coins. Which I've been trying to tell people is the only people who need the coins is you. The player needs the coins. The computer does not. They're just fast by default. Even when you knock them down, they're still faster than you. Oh, no. Like, look at this. I have full coins. I can't catch this guy. I have full coins. He's faster. He is faster. The only way I'm going to take him down is I need an item. I won't be able to catch him. Like, I mean, I can do the shortcut, but that's about it. Like, he's faster. Look at that. And that's it. I only have a banana to defend myself now. If they shoot another blue shell, I won't win. Because Ludwig is faster than me. I got the pedal to the metal. There we go. Da 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 da. What am I doing for Mother's Day? Calling my mom. Saying I love my mom. My mom lives 10 hours away from me. So I will call my mom, and my wife gave my mom some flowers. Like, grocery store locally delivered my mom some flowers. That was my wife's idea, though. My wife is, like I told you, she's like an angel. She's very practical. She's very compassionate and kind. And, you know, she thinks about other people a lot. So, you know, she got my mom some flowers. I totally forgot Mother's Day was coming up. Oh yeah, the whole YouTube Shorts thing, yeah. Thank you, Vic. Hey guys and gals, make sure you click the YouTube Short thing, okay? Oh. Yeah, I would love if Amber does the ultimate stream tonight. I need to get some rest. So I'm probably have to get up early and make some type of YouTube video. I don't even know what YouTube video I'm gonna make though. Alright, so one more. Let's stay with baby Rosalina. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. The Flame Rider's not gonna be good. Or maybe it will. But wasn't that little blue car that I was using was better? What was this one? The pipe frame car? Handling is amazing. Acceleration is meh. Speed is meh. Traction is good. What about the Flame Rider? Traction is good. Handling is good. Weight is okay. Acceleration. But what about... Is this faster than this? That little blue car was actually pretty good. That's not it. That's a standard ATV. Handling is almost perfect. Weight is low. Acceleration is 3. Speed is 2.5. Traction is 3.5. And then the lowrider thing. Handling is good. Weight. We can try it. I don't know. I mean, when your parents are older, they like phone calls. Link, are you coughing? You okay, buddy? You mostly okay? Alright, TikTok clock is first. But see, the thing is, I would have loved to stream Marvel Rivals, but I've already gotten... I'm 2 hours and 15 minutes in, right? I'm already at 800 views. Already. You know? A year ago, I would have already been at 1,000 for this, and then I would do another Mario Kart stream or I'd do something else. But the Marvel Rivals stream would have had like 30 or 40 people watching for like 3 or 4 hours, and it still wouldn't have even gotten close to this amount of views. Because, you know, we didn't know that people were going to do the super chat. I did the super chat goal because of how desperate I was. Like, you know, we have to get something for this, because there's no way we're going to earn any revenue. That's what I came to. That's why I do the super chat goals sometimes. Or if I know, for instance, like, I'll put super chat goals if I need help, like, funding a video that I'm working on. Or... if I know that a game we're covering, the music is going to cause copyright, or something like that. That's the only time I really use the Super Chat goals. Because I can't really come up with fun stuff to do all the time with them. And YouTube always, like, pressures people to do the Super Chat goals, but I don't even know what to say every day. It's hard coming up with something worthwhile that people want to even, would like to donate something to. I can't even think like that. I'm just not that type of content creator. I don't really understand how to do that stuff. I loved making ad revenue. And now that I don't really make ad revenue anymore, it's like I'm kind of like... I feel like a fish out of water a little bit. Like, I don't know how to do my job anymore, or what even responsibilities my job has. Because, like, my subscribers are now my boss now, or is YouTube still my boss? Like, fan funding is really what keeps us afloat now. So it's like... What am I supposed to do? I become PBS. Do I have to do marathon streams now, where like I have a call-in number? have packages, membership packages. What is your pledge? Have you guys ever seen when PBS does that stuff, or no? You pledge to support PBS or something like that. It's like a monthly pledge. Because public broadcasting is made possible thanks to viewers with deep pockets. They're a non-profit, basically, so... Ouch. PBS is basically like the arts, like opera. Ow. I don't think this bike was very good. Either that or maybe I'm just really bad at this. Probably both. Could have been just the luck of the draw with this course. Whoa! Seriously? Nice! Good job, Rosalina. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, this motorcycle might be our, I mean, I would like to do Mirror Cup tomorrow if we can. I mean, next up is Mirror Cup, Johnny. We're not at the point of doing, we're not in a position to do 200cc yet. Mirror Cup is next. Mirror League. And then from Mirror League, I guarantee you I'm not going to do well at 200cc's. I don't think so. I'm struggling at 150cc's as is. And that means the struggle is going to be real with Mirror Cup, too. Unless you guys have some brilliant ideas for, like, vehicles to use. I mean, we're going to keep with the baby power. Because baby power seems to be the key. Baby power. What? Dun dun da 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 da. Oh, cool. Hey, gang. Mario Tennis has finally cleared 1,000 views, so Mario Tennis will be back tomorrow. Whoops. Thank you for watching Mario Tennis, by the way. I really like Mario Tennis. I'm really good at it. Unlike Mario Kart, I'm amazing at Mario Tennis. I don't even mean to brag, it's true. Like, I am phenomenal at Mario Tennis. Mario Tennis is my jam. I've got confidence, I've got skill, I can make entertaining stuff. Mario Kart, there's a lot of fail, because I'm just not very good at it. Shoot. It's true, though. Like, Mario Tennis, I'm pretty good. I think that's the reason why Abdallah won't ever play against me online. And I've played against him in Mario Kart. He's schooled me, but he's never done tennis. Because he knows I'm better than him. Actually, very few YouTubers have ever challenged me in Mario Tennis. They always say they can't do it. Crap. We on the third lap? No. And the funny thing is, I don't even like tennis in real life. I don't even like it. I'm just really good at Mario Tennis on like, Nintendo stuff. But I'm really bad at real tennis games. Well, no. I played a real tennis game on Xbox One. I did pretty good. But, like, it's not as fun. It's kind of boring. Real tennis games are boring. Mario Tennis is fun. What? Now we're on the last lap. Uh-oh. Oh! Blown up by my own bomb! Oh! Oh! This is why I don't like Mario Kart! No! Duck on it! What is my favorite sport? I like hockey. I used to play hockey. So I'm kind of biased. Maybe the motorcycle is not a good idea. No, that was just luck. That wasn't... That was... I just got hammered from so many people. That was... No. That wasn't a skill issue. That was just bad luck. Hey guys, we need you to click the shorts. We're at about 1,700, or not 1,700, sorry. We're at 1,120. So we gotta keep watching the shorts. I can't get the next stream started until like 8:30. Because I'd like Mario Kart to get 1,000 views. We're close. So I need you guys to watch the shorts so that the hourly views stay consistent. We've got about 20 minutes to keep the hourly views around 1,000. So I wasn't kidding when I said, like, live streams basically strangle a channel. They totally do. But YouTube shorts are the key. Why, I don't know. They just are. YouTube likes them more. There's like 80 of you guys, like, just take like 30 seconds and click one short, and that'll give us like 80 views. Like, so quickly. Or you could just have the shorts playlist run in the background. Either one helps. Yeah, the bike itself is fast. It's just like, I had a bad draw. Like, I just got hammered over and over again, blasted by people. And there was nothing I could do. Oops. That happened last time, too. Ah! Uh-oh. He's long gone. He is long gone. What? Is that Rosalina? Is that me? Is that adult me? That's adult me, isn't it? Come on! Come on! Man! Couldn't get him. Thank you, Sora. I appreciate that. Nah. Nuts. We're in bad shape. We're in bad shape. No gaming topics. I mean, I've been talking a lot about gaming and YouTube this whole time. We've been talking about Switch 2, we've been talking about Mario Kart, we've been talking about Metroid. I ranted about YouTube for a while, but, I mean, that's normal. That's on brand for me. when you've done this as long as I have, that's on brand. Let's see, what are the most things that Kwings says during live streams? Top 10. YouTube is up there. If we're at the Price is Right. Cereal. My wife. Games. Anime. The Dentist. 80s nostalgia. 90s slang. cartoon shows, game industry topics like game journalist stuff, and there's one other thing I talk about sometimes. Game music. I think that clears the 10 most things that I talk about. Mostly. I do talk about food sometimes. It depends what time of night it is. Uh-oh. Blue shell! No! Well, that didn't work. Did they get rid of the trick blocks in this? Wow, I can't get anybody. Oh yeah, that's really gonna help in 4th place. That is not gonna help in 4th place. And it's over. Gotta start over. Gotta start over again. I hate the randomness of this game, man. That's gonna do nothing. Yeah, our race is over. We gotta restart. Trick blocks are in this? I don't see them very much. Yeah, we're done. Too low. Try again. Oh. Oh, it's fine, Vic. You do a great job, man. You're fine. Come on, guys, let's clean. Oh, yeah, shorts. I forgot. We talk about YouTube shorts a lot. That's the top 10 things I talk about the most. You hope that everything will be okay between me and Amber? We're not having any problems. Sorry about that. Had to kill a bug. Alright, we're not using that motorcycle anymore. Going back to the cart we actually won in. This thing. Oh. Wait, how did you see my member stream if you're not a member? You shouldn't be able to access that. Yeah, YouTube removes like 30 subs like a week from us almost. It just hasn't really been impacting our live streams until recently. Like, they yeeted like, I don't know, 30 or 40 like active viewers. And those viewers, they'll probably end up coming back and be like, well, why did I get unsubscribed? But I don't really want subscribers, I just want people to join my newsletter. I want either people to become members, which is better than being a subscriber, or join my newsletter. Because my newsletter, I inform you when my videos are. there's still a good chunk of people who come to live streams that are expecting YouTube to notify them once they subscribe, and YouTube's not going to notify you, ever. You get notified through me, through my website, kwingsletsplays.com, which is better than YouTube's notification system, because it works. It better work, I pay top dollar for it. I wouldn't be paying for it if it didn't work. If I didn't see the newsletter actually bringing people, you know, I would not pay $100 a month for it. I wouldn't. But I've seen it work over the past, like, we've had the newsletter for 5 years. Can you believe that? Did you guys know that the Kwings Let's Plays newsletter is 5 years old now? Like, this July, it's 5 years since we've been using the newsletter. 5 years. And there's like 1,500 people on that newsletter. The problem is they don't always show up for every live stream because they're all over the world. So when people get the newsletter, in their time zone, it's like nighttime or whatever. It only really benefits people that are in the East Coast, the Midwest, the West Coast, and a couple other stuff. Like, people who are overseas, like, they'll get it either really late at night for them or, like, really early in the morning. Darn. Link, what are you doing? Yep, remember, guys, clicks are short. Thank you. Really helps out a lot. That way we can keep streaming. But the problem is when YouTube removes active people, it hurts your live stream because it takes longer for you to get the views necessary for you to get paid. So with the multiverses, or not multiverses, sorry, with the Marvel Versus stream, Marvel Rivals, we only had 30 people there for an hour, so there was only like 300 views after like so little time, and it just was bad. Lost again, doggone it. Second again. That's not a good precedent. Okay. YouTube just does that sometimes? You're able to see members-only content? Wow. Yeah, it's not supposed to do that. Ugh. Man, I'm starting to get hungry. I'm starting to get hungry. Come on, guys, we got to keep pushing the shorts. We're almost done with the hour, but we're at 900 views. 900 views for the hour. We can easily get 100 by watching the shorts. Everybody click that link. Click, click, click. Clickety, 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 click. Oh, it doesn't let you watch the... How you doing, Montnui? I haven't seen you in a while. Whoa! Was she happy because she's doing a trick or because she hit somebody with a green shell? Because it doesn't look like I hit the guy with the green shell. Man, they're long gone. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Nope, they passed me again. This is going to be a tough fight. Not! The luck of the draw. Darn it. Great. I got crap. One red shell. Make it count. You have nothing to protect yourself. That's bad. Oh, no, 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 no! Ah! Too close. Huh? You're not into gaming topics, then why are you here? We're a gaming channel. I mean, sure, we talk about 80s and 90s nostalgia from time, but, I mean, we only play games. We only really, like, our thing only rotates around games. Really. Because I am a gamer. Ow. Da 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 da. Easy, Vic. Oh shoot, are you guys watching the shorts? Did we clear? Oh, barely. Keep going, guys. We have 2 minutes left at the hour. Click the short. We're really close. I don't like when it's this close. Yikes. Wow, that's a lot of links. Thank you, Vic. Wish I knew what my original score was in this game all those years ago. Fire! Ugh. Hold it together. We gotta hold it to— No! Oh gosh, okay. Oh my gosh. Too intense, too intense. Oh, I felt that one. No! Oh gosh, no! Oh my gosh, I lucked out. I lucked out! Woohoo! No, I didn't! He still passed me! No! I did it! Okay, that was way too close. Alright guys, we barely cleared 1,000 for the hour. Good job. We're gonna have to get the next stream started soon though. Whew! That was a really oh no. Oh no. Well, it was fun while it lasted. I don't have a big enough lead to... Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. Wait, I thought I could... I messed up. Thought if I hold it in, I get a better boost. Isn't this the crazy version of... Yep. Ah! Yeah. Who just passed me? Oh, it's that cloud guy again. Does he have a red shell? Dude! Man, it's got a red shell. Oh, no. Ah! Ouch. Great. All you got to protect yourself is a banana. You're hosed. The banana! Why? Oh my gosh! Wow. Wow. We did it. We did it. We'll be doing Mirror Cup tomorrow, I think. Well, provided the stream hits 1,000. Man, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. Yeah, I barely won, but I won. Beating up my older self. It's okay if I harm my future self. Dang, I was really trolly. Blasted Rosalina with a red shell, and then I hit her with a boomerang in mid-flight. Wow. That's pretty messed up. It's pretty messed up. It's funny, though. It is funny. Oh my gosh. Alright, we managed to somehow do 150 cc's with the all gold. Did we get all stars? No. But we got all the gold medals. All the trophies. So that means Mirror Cup is getting pretty close. We just need 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Need 100 views in order to get another episode of this tomorrow. Wow. Alright, I feel this ending is earned. This ending credits is earned! Ouch. Oh, wow. I still can't believe... Thanks for encouraging me, guys. I'm not very good at Mario Kart, so... Appreciate you very much. And the only person who had tonight's ultimate would be Mandragos, then. Let me just double check. Hello, Ambi. May 9th was Alpha, May 2nd was Gundam Breaker. May 7th was Keith, May 11th is Naomi, so Scooby-Doo is tomorrow, right? So who had May 10th? Mandragos hasn't had a stream yet. I'm doing fine. I don't know about that. You made a post in your community tab over what? Okay, I don't really know what's going on. Okay, you guys are just talking in the chat. Alright. That's fine. Oh, man. I really felt that was earned. And Mirror Cup is basically 150 cc's, just backwards. And then 200 cc's, I don't think I can do. I will attempt it, but I don't think it'll get very far. You love the staff roll? The staff roll's great. Oh, they show all the courses. They show everything, yeah. I love what they did with this ending theme. It combines so many past years of Mario Kart into one. It's beautiful. The only failure is not to try. I mean, I'll try it, but I don't think it would work very well. Thank you so much for playing my game. Mario Kart 8. Okay, that's what that's gonna do. Man, I really wish I could get the car. Give me the Mercedes stuff! Oh, man, look at all the stuff you got. Stupid DLC erasing whatever. Man, I used to own this. I had that stuff. Favorite course is GCN Dry Desert? Huh? How did you determine that's my favorite course? I don't get that. My favorite vehicle is the Duke. Drifts, boosts, balloons popped. Yeah. So if you guys want to stick around and watch Oblivion, that's going to be happening. I'm going to get the music queued up. I need to eat something, so I'm going to have some fish. Based on the fact that we got 1,000 views, Mirror Cup will be happening tomorrow. We almost got 1,000 views before the 3-hour mark. Not quite, but almost. But yep, thanks for watching, everybody. Head on over to Oblivion, believe it or not. Oblivion is happening. It's all set up. First time playing Oblivion. Running a little bit late, but... still, it's going to be interesting. It'll be very interesting. Alrighty, cool. Alright, see you guys on Oblivion. Thank you to the people who super chatted. Thank you to the people who hung out. And let's go play an M-rated game. M-rated and name only. Alright, see you over there.